Hi there, Capricorn. Welcome to your reading. This is Yetta Pearl, and this is your general angel reading for the week of May 23rd through the 29th of 2022. So your cards are really slow to come out this time. So the first deck that came forward is the Archangel Gabriel deck. Now, Gabriel is the angel of communication. And so apparently the communication is trying to come through exactly correctly. And, not that it's not like other times when it's fast, it's also correct, but sometimes it just takes a bit for the vibration to come through. So, okay, and right now we just need one more card for our spread, and then there it is, and we'll get going here. So, oh yeah, looks good, looks good. So the first thing that, caught my cord. I apologize. Maybe made you have to blink there. The cord is from my microphone to the phone so that there's no echo and so there's very little background noise. Anyway, so first thing that your angels, your guides, your intuition wants you to know that right now is that perfectionism is overrated. Things don't have to be perfect before you can proceed. As you express the faith that things will be fine and will be ready for you to get going, then they will be. So get started before you see the perfection. Perfection is very rare. And it's not that it doesn't happen. It does. It just, if that's a condition of you going forward, that's a poor goal. I mean, strive for excellence instead of perfection. The excellence you can control. The perfection can be derailed by so many different things, like across the board. So when you're looking for excellence, when you're realizing, okay, you've got this and this and this and this as resources all in place, and this is going great and that's going great, and the other thing, well, it's not as perfect as you want it to be. So do you wait on that one thing or do you stride forward? The message here is to stride forward. That won't always be the message, but right now it is. So whatever it is that you've been thinking, you've got it in the back of your mind, keep going towards that. It's there, it's pretty much ready, in spite of a lack of perfection, right? Okay, so, and in this same way, like that's what keeps the flow going, right? That's what keeps things, progressing. It's what keeps things being abundant. And so, if every single thing you did had to be perfect before you would accept it or before you would move forward, you wouldn't be making much progress. Right? And so, speaking of flow, that is the financial flow as well. When you can, not allow yourself to be stalled by smaller things, then this flow will continue to happen, right? Things are in place due to a lot of coordination on your part, as well as cooperation from the universe, and so things are ready, so that excuse me, tickle in my throat. I'm also feeling like this message is like slow coming. And so it feels like in your world, you're feeling like things are just a trickle and you want it to be a river. Right? And so that's not only with finances, that's with, the perfectionism, that's with things being in place, that's with allowing the flow, right? All of that. And so everything coming through is is coming in perfect timing. So like this tickle in my throat, I do get that fairly regularly, but this feels like this communication, like Archangel Gabriel being the angel of communication. Feels like the communication is stalled and is, start and stop, start and stop. And it feels like it's beyond your control. And so the more you can just kind of be easy about that and just go, okay, well, I'll take this next step and continue to have the faith that everything is progressing as it needs to. And then when it is ready, it will get to me. And that's how it will be. And, as long as you don't stop, things will work out really well. It's just the timing. And so the less frustration you have, the better. Then things can actually clear up. Okay. That's all part of the message, right? So there is there is a lot of recognition for you and your skills and your brilliance and the things that you are working towards, the things that you have worked hard on to gain your skills. People are noticing. Now, this may be, invited on the stage to be recognized formally for this. It may be very less formal than that. It might just be, somebody observing and not even saying anything, right? And everything in between. There is a lot of notice being taken of you and how you're accomplishing things, how you're handling things. So don't feel neglected. Please make sure that you're realizing that what you're doing is having a beautiful effect. Okay. Because there's some part of you goes, oh, I don't need any recognition. And, a lot of times that is true. But part of you is like, yeah, like I enjoy that, right? You like being not really the center of attention. That's not what we're talking about. But you like it when people notice that you're good at what you do. Everybody likes that. Not everybody likes public accolades, right? And so if you need that, well, it's available. If you don't need that, that's totally fine. It's not like it doesn't have to come to you, right? But people are noticing. That's what you need to know. There is something here. Let me just feel and see what is the angle. It's breath. Detoxification of your breath. It's like something you've been breathing in. You need to detox that, is how that feels. Now that'll, it is a group reading. So this is a majority thing. If you find that your detoxification required is a different area, then please take that as what it resonates. So, doing maybe a heavy metals detox, maybe just more water, whatever resonates with you. But it does feel like breathing, like kind of the back of the nose thing, all that stuff. Clearing the breath, like making sure that there's nothing to obstruct your breath and that you're breathing clean air is a thing. And if you're not, well, then take the steps required to either cleanse the air or, cleanse your lungs somehow, something like that. This whole reading, like it's all kind of just, it flows for a little bit and then it stalls, and then it flows a bit and it stalls. So maybe that really resonates with you as well, but that's how this is going right now. Okay. All right. And it feels like, parts of your reading are really related to others, and yet there's so many different little topics going on here. So I don't know, the whole thing is just all like from here, there, and everywhere. Okay. Now, the intuition is talking about journaling. Now, for some of you, it is quite a natural thing that you do like to journal, as in like a daily diary almost, right? The way you're feeling about things, the things that are happening, the things you're learning. For other people, this is more technical. This is kind of it's almost like you're creating a manual in a way, a how-to guide. And that could be just exactly what you're doing. So go with what feels natural with this, but do be, recording things. That's kind of the overlying message. Make sure you're recording things so that later, when you go back and read that over, that you're reminded of these things. There's something that's happening that you're going to need a reminder of. So keep track of that. Okay. And the last card in your reading is really a beautiful thing. This is freedom. This is freedom. This is something that has been holding you back. It's been that start and stop energy has been holding you back. But by the end of this week, you will be achieving a lot of freedom. There's something that you've been kind of chomping at the bit is going to actually come through. And so that's beautiful. It's just it's that breath. It's that breath is now free and easy. Yeah. Wow. That's fabulous. Okay, so here we have the daily guidance cards. Whew, that card just flew right out. Get one last bit of wisdom. Child. Yeah, so it's to do with your... Okay, so it's a little different for some of you than for others. For some of you, this is your own child or children taking a center role in something that you're like taking your attention. And, if you have young children at home, certainly you should be paying attention to them. But this is something different. This is something a little more, something about this child that is needing more development or time or attention or connection, something like that. For some of you, this is your own inner child that you will, something's going to come up to make you realize, oh, okay, I need to kind of nurture myself a little bit more here and feel good about myself. And in some cases, this is both of those angles, right? Yeah, you know who you are. And you do know who you are. Okay. All right. Well, Capricorn, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you very much. And I love you. And I'll see you next time.